David Duggar and Jana Duggar. The complete Duggar family tree. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Lena, have a nice day. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The parents of 19 and grandparents of over 3 dozen little ones started out as high school sweethearts. Michelle has recalled being saved at 15. Then one night, Jim Bob was making home outreach visits on behalf of his Baptist church, and he ended up knocking on the Rourke family's door after his friend told him that this girl from school that just got saved and is a cheerleader lived there. They invited Michelle to Sunday school at their church, and Jim Bob said he prayed to God that they could be each other's spiritual leaders, though apparently their first meeting wasn't as memorable for Michelle. A year later, she applied for a job at the frozen yogurt shop owned by Jim Bob's parents. You came to the counter where I was standing by the cash register and introduced yourself. Michelle remembered in a letter posted on the family blog in 2017 for Jim Bob's birthday and their 33rd wedding anniversary. You were shy but very sweet. I really don't remember much about that conversation, except that you finally mustered up the courage to ask me if I would go to your junior-senior banquet with you. She attended the dinner with him at Shiloh Christian. But it was when they hung out afterward discussing the Bible for hours at her parents' house that she knew. From there, we believe our hearts were knit together. Michelle has said, "We graduated high school in May of 1984 and were married in July. I was 17 and Jim Bob was 19. The couple dedicated themselves to God and each other for the long run." Jim Bob is a former state legislator, having served in the Arkansas House of Representatives for the 6th District from 1999 until 2002, during which he was vice chair of the House of Corrections and Criminal Law Subcommittee. A run for U.S. Senate in 2002 ended in the primary, as did a bid in 2006 to become the Republican nominee for Arkansas State Senate District 35. He and Michelle, who are both licensed realtors, have been active in conservative causes, an aspect of their lifestyle that both proud supporters and fierce critics. As of October 2024, they were grandparents of 33 with 3 on the way. Eldest Duggar child Josh Duggar was born March 3, 1988. He too became a conservative activist, campaigning for the Family Research Council. He stepped down after old police records surfaced in 2015, revealing that he had been accused of molesting several girls, including his sisters Jessa and Jill, when he was a teenager. Jessa defended her brother in a sit-down with Fox News that June, insisting that the worst names people were calling Josh were so overboard and a lie. Really? I mean, people get mad at me for saying that, but I can say this because I was one of the victims. Shortly after Josh was born, Michelle got pregnant again, but suffered a miscarriage. While she and Jim Bob were still grieving that loss and praying for guidance, they found out that twins were on the way. "We felt it was a double blessing," she told Love to Know. "God was encouraging our hearts. We're still learning. It's really so unusual, because I breastfeed my babies, but my children are so close together. I have a baby and then 8 months later I'm expecting. Just another unusual thing the Lord has seen fit to do with our situation." David Duggar and his twin sister Jana Duggar were born on January 12, 1990. Was born on May 17, 1991. In a love story reminiscent of her parents, Jill first met Derek, who grew up about 45 minutes away on Christmas 2011 when he stopped by the Duggar family abode while out caroling with his church group. Jim Bob played matchmaker, and Jill and Derek hit it off, growing closer over email and Skype. Father and daughter went to visit Derek in Nipple that November, and Jill and Derek continued to fall for each other. In February 2014, Derek asked Jim Bob for his daughter's hand in marriage, and they tied the knot on June 21, 2014. They are expecting her and Derek's first baby girl. Jill and Derek reflected on the controversies and religious beliefs surrounding her family in the Amazon Prime Video documentary, Jim Bob and Michelle's fifth child, Jana Duggar, was born November 4, 1992. Jessa met Ben through church, and he began courting her in 2013, the old-fashioned approach to romance coming as a brand new notion to a lot of viewers. The kids never talked about their romances pre-engagement, so Jim Bob explained to courting is getting to know each other in a group setting, both families spending time together, and the couple setting goals together to determine if they are meant to marry. With dating, a couple will often pair off alone, and that sometimes leads to a more. That winter, the show then evolved to become Counting On, featuring other Duggar siblings as well. Meanwhile, Jessa and Ben welcomed